22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bears at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 1st down, Beard. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Right back to him on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run on 1st down. Beard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So along. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. Beard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Beard. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg. Holt. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone is on to punt, Jamie Gillen. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down now, Beard. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Bush. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Beard. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. This is taken at the 23. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Beard. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone. Throwing on 1st down. Holt. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Holt. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Vikings are going to take over. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll try the right side with Bush. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Holt. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Panther Street.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that...
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And He was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. And they'll begin by running the option. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Looking to throw. Holt. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 59 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They toss right side to Bush. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Holt over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. On the move past the 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's the option going right. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, the Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Beard. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Holt. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Back to throw. Holt. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. Holt. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Operating from the gun. Holt got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Extra point by... Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the foot. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Holt. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the... On 1st down, Beard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Beer. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Patterson's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the start. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they take a knee. So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.